Vámonos a Mexico. We're gonna go down to Mexico now for Camarones de al ajo, right? El estilo ajo. So we get some shrimp here, right? I peeled most of them, but I thought we'd have a little peeling technique session here. So start from the underside, and since we're gonna eat them, sometimes you'll leave this on if you want to have it on the edge, but we're actually gonna eat down at the bottom. So I'll pull that off. I saved the shells. You cook them up in 20 minutes with some water, you get a nice shrimp stock. If the shrimp were any bigger than this, I would devein them. So there's a vein that runs down this way. It's the digestive tract that usually is cut out. Sometimes it's cut out for you in the store, but I'll show you how to do it on this one. You just run a knife down there and you scrape. And they're very hard to see here because they're so small. But the bigger ones you need to devein them. But these we don't actually have to devein. So I'll peel those. I've got all these peeled, all right? So notice I'm using a separate cutting board for seafood and for chicken especially, and meat, than I do from vegetables. So put that aside and use a different knife too. Oh, here's a knife I haven't used yet. Just this little guy here. Yeah, I have a lot of good experiences with this one. This is going to marinate a little bit, right? So what we want, it's very simple. We're going to marinate with some dried chilies and some garlic and some lime juice, olive oil, and some vinegar. So these are pretty hard. And we'll just leave the seeds in these and give it a little bit of a kick. You could take it out, take some of them out if you want. So what we're going to do is once we have these a little more so, we're going to take these and we'll leave some of the seeds out and plop them into the raw shrimp. All right. We need some garlic. So a couple of ways to do garlic. One is you can have a garlic press, which I haven't used in probably 25 years. Or you could take a knife and dice it up. Or I just happen to have the vegetable cleaver here, right? So pardon the noise, but peel there. That's probably enough garlic actually. So then we'll just go through and mince her up. And voila, off we go. Now our liquid ingredients, a little bit of olive oil. You know how carefully I'm measuring. A little bit of vinegar, and most of the acids are going to come from lime juice. Very important in Mexican cooking. I've traveled a lot in Mexico, and I've very rarely seen any lemons, right? In fact, a lot of people think there's no word in Spanish for lemons. So limon is lime, and limon amarillo, yellow lime, is lemon. So that's what we do. We marinate that. We're gonna put a cover on that, and that's gonna sit for a good 3 hours. Oh, but you know what? Guess what? I just happened to have done this earlier. So this is what it looks like after it's sat for a while. It's actually coagulated a little bit because of the temperature with the olive oil. So then it's this incredibly easy thing to cook. So we'll get our skillet heated up here. A little more extra virgin olive oil, or EVU as we call it in the business. Get that heated up hot, and then we're just going to saute it until it's done. We'll let that get that a little bit hotter there. Okay. If you're here for earlier versions of our videos, this is our dulce de leche that's still cooking, the condensed milk that's cooked for 3 hours in the water bath. And this here is our crab callaloo, which is finished. It's a soupy-like dish, actually made with chard in this case, with crab meat and salmon and various spices. So shrimp don't have to cook that long, especially when they're little. Maybe just a couple, 3 minutes. And then you've got this one's feeling a little cold, so we'll heat it up for a second here. Lid makes it hotter. Then you just would serve it with white rice or whatever. So meanwhile, I'm going to take a look at the questions that I have for my students about this dish, because it is class, gentlemen. You still need to be learning things, and so think about all the Latin American history that we've been learning and how it relates to this question. So, could this dish have been cooked prior to the Columbian encounter? That is, prior to 1492, when Europeans came and mixed it up with native peoples and then later with the Africans. So, could this have been cooked then? I mean, so the answer is no. But why? You know, why not? Could it have been cooked in the other hemisphere? You know, could this dish have been cooked in the old world prior to the discovery of the Americas? So that's your question, gentlemen. And think about who's doing the cooking as well as the ingredients themselves. So, bon appetit.